Hello, music fans. Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. But you may have noticed we have an interloper. But don't worry, he's been invited. It is the one and only Chris Harper of the Big Sugars.
What?
I know, I'm just leaving a bit of space for applause there. And the
What,
reason
artistic effect?
we edit that in afterwards. But the reason we have Chris on the show is because we've got one of our quizzes. Is that not correct, Ben?
It is correct, yeah. You've come up with this quiz.
Well, this quiz, I mean, Chris, submitted. He said he would do a quiz, and he suggested the theme, and we said, yeah, we'll do that one. It's a pretty big one because it covers 60 years.
Yes. I should have picked Sid Barrett.
Goes from this all the way to this.
Yes, nice. There you go.
Going to be the Rolling Stones. Calling in at all junctions along the way, including this.
Yes.
This. So, could be anything, Chris, from all those decades.
Well, I'm sure I will fail pretty spectacularly. Is it going to be multiple choice, is it?
Thankfully for you, it is going to be multiple choice.
What do you mean, thankfully for him, thankfully for me?
And there is, I think, well, actually, there's 30 questions here. And I'm pleased to tell you that there isn't one of Ben's true or false dilemmas in there. So you've at least been spared that.
What was the one I got you on? What was it that I... it was...
You got me on Frank Sinatra and Noel Edmonds.
Yeah, that was it.
Old roommates.
Yeah.
Was it backstage?
That was it. Yeah, Frank Sinatra being a fan of Noel Edmonds.
That was particularly good ending, that one, yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good question. It was our carrot in the box moment, wasn't it?
Have I not got one of those?
No, I mean, I could come up with one. I'll have to think of one as the show goes on. And I'll try and think of one. But then if I'm thinking of one, you know it's going to be false because I've had to think of one.
Yeah.
So maybe when we do a Beatles quiz on you, I'll delve into the depths.
Yes, nice.
We'll do a true or false on that. Okay, so Ben, if you're going to be reading these questions out with me, where do you stand on the Stones? How big do the Stones feature in your musical life?
Well, I have literally been listening to Hackney Diamonds all week. I bought the vinyl yesterday after trying not to buy any more vinyl records. I am a great lover of the Stones. I'm a great lover. I love their jazz period and their funk, country and western period in the mid '80s. I love that sort of period of their catalogue. So I'm big on the Stones.
Yeah, the electronic dance period of the '90s is somewhat overlooked.
That was mind blowing. That was, wasn't it? Yeah. Keith Richards in a Mirrorball suit. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I think anyone who watches this channel knows Ben and I both like the Stones. They're up there for me. They'd be, favourite bands list. They're going to be up there in the top 5. They're probably in the top 3. They might even be number 1. It's depends on time of year, what you've been listening to. Chris, how about
the mood you're in? Yeah.
How far do they rank up your rankings, Chris?
They're top 3. Yeah.
Oh.
Of an ever moving top 3, but yeah.
Yeah, but they're in my.
There is some of the stuff that I think is complete shit, like Dirty Work and things like that. But
Yeah. I must admit, I was looking at the Stones album ranked on the Guardian's page, which and Dirty Work does come in a solid last.
It does it, yeah. And mine and Phil's controversial one comes in second last, which is Bridges to Babylon, which we both really like. So right, okay. Yeah.
Got an appreciation for that. So
there's a few patchy ones, but I mean they have done about near 40 albums, have they? Something like that. So
Yeah, it's 24 studio albums, and
I was thinking it'd be more than that, but maybe, yeah.
Well, I can tell you that only 25 of the 30 questions are about the Dirty Work album, so you should
Perfect,
you should be fine. So, okay, let's kick it off. Ben, question 1. We'll alternate. You kick it off.
Okay, right. Question 1, Mr. Harper.
Yes, sir.
Are we ready?
I think so.
year? An easy one that any Stones fan in a Stones t-shirt should get.
Yes.
With lovely hair. What year was... Oh, by the way, are you keeping score, Phil?
Yeah, I'll keep the score.
You keep the score, right.
Is it
On
pen and
question
paper,
one, Phil. I know a man of your age struggles, so question one.
Yeah.
What year was I Can't Get No Satisfaction released? Was it 1964, the year Phil was born, 1965, 1966, the year Phil left school, or 1967, the year Phil got his first job?
It was 65.
Oh, what do you reckon, Phil?
Are you asking me if I know?
Yeah.
Well,
You know, you wrote the questions. It was 1965 anyway. It was 1965. Well, yeah. All right, that's 1 out of 1. That's a 100% record so far, Mr. Harper.
Ah, yeah.
All right, Phil. Magnus Philmason.
Question 2, Chris. Here we go. How old was Andrew Loog Oldham when he started managing the Rolling Stones? Was he 18, 19, 20 or 21?
Mm. 19.
What do you reckon, Ben?
Well, I would have gone Paul Hardcastle on this one myself.
Well, it's worrying, isn't it, Chris, that you've had the same answer as Ben? But
I only said that because I've got the answers in front of me.
It's correct. It is correct. It is 19. He was 9. Unbelievable, isn't it? Really, that
Incredible,
19.
man. Yeah.
He was younger than them.
I could barely do up shoes at 19.
That
Can I
was
just
good,
say
yeah.
on that thingy yesterday? Wednesday I went out for a walk, and I bent down to put my shoes on, and I literally for about 2-3 seconds forgot how to do shoelaces up. Such is age. Anyway, question 3, 100% record, Mr. Harper.
Well, good. Andrew Loog Oldham, who of course went on to fleece the Small Faces. But anyway,
We're not bitter about that, like the Murphys. How many hits did the Stones have on the UK singles chart before they had a number 1? Was it 1, the amount of working follicles Phil has on his head? 2, the amount of times Phil wants to punch me in the face for pointing that out. 3, I can't think of anything to pull in there. And 4, I'm just going to give up now and quit while I'm ahead.
How many records out before their first number 1?
For their number 1 single. This is singles, not albums.
Yeah.
It's how many hits they had on the chart.
1, 2.
I must admit, I would have found this quite difficult. I wouldn't have been able.
1.
It would have been quite.
Well, I think it's 3 or 4, but I've obviously got to make a choice, so I am saying 3.
Ben, guess what he's done?
He's smashing out of the park.
100% record so
100%.
far.
Ah, yeah.
It's 3.
By the way, it's 30 questions, isn't it? So there's got to be a pass mark. What's the pass mark? Is it going to be 18?
Yeah, well, normally we do have that, don't
18. Otherwise, Chris, who is in the band The Big Sugars, will have to quit that band and become a touring musician with the hit Irish group Bewitched.
That's about fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Or The Cause. In fact, what we'll make you do is we'll make you get rid of all your guitars and swap them for the Cause back catalogue. So that
very nice, thank you.
Yeah. That's your penance if you don't get 18.
Got it.
So Phil's up with question 4. I think Phil's gone to sleep. No,
I'm just looking what the UK number ones were. The UK number one, the first UK number one was "It's All Over Now," and before that they had "Come On, I Want to Be Your Man and Not Fade Away." Were in the charts in the UK. American story is slightly different, but that's
which was probably my first thingy into the Rolling Stones, was the "Not Fade Away" thing, because it was used on this Scotch videotape thing.
Yeah, re-record and not fade away.
Fade away, yeah, with the
That's
skeletons.
With the little skeleton man.
Yeah, there you go.
Good days. Along with the Mr. Soft adverts. Do you remember them?
It was Squeeze, yeah. It was Squeeze, wasn't it? Did the
No, it was Steve Harley.
Oh, Steve Harley, that was it, yeah. Squeeze did the milk advert, didn't they, I think? So, come on then, Philster.
Here we go. Number 4.
Okay. Now, some of these questions have 3 choices on the multiple choice, but this does have 4. But here we go. Number 4. What was the name of the American sax player who first appeared on a Stones recording in 1969 on the track "Live With Me," and then he went on to appear on many more Stones records and tours into the 21st century? He died in 2014. So who was that sax player? Was it Bobby Whitlock, Bobby Keys, Charlie McCoy, or Jim Keltner?
Bobby Keys.
It was indeed Bobby Keys.
That's a really cool name.
Yeah.
That's a really cool name, Bobby Keys.
It's cool, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
But he had to play piano.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Oh, this is it's not a bad safety net in case it all goes wrong.
Yeah, well, up now, question 5.
Yes.
Are you ready? Which of these hits by the Coasters, rubbish name, was covered by the Stones for their first EP? Was it Charlie Brown? I'm sure Coldplay did that. Poison Ivy, Yakety Yak, or Down in Mexico?
Poison Ivy.
Oh, you've made this too easy, Phil. I'm going to make this quiz hard.
I'm sure I'm sure it'll go wrong.
5 out of 5.
He is a super fan, you know. So number 6. What was the Stones' first number 1 single in the UK? Was it "It's All Over Now," "Little Red Rooster," "The Last Time," or "Satisfaction"?
Sorry. I think it's All Over Now.
It's not over by a long shot, Ben, because it's still got 100% record.
Still got 100%. Yeah.
But there's plenty of time to go. Oh, Ben, Ben.
Plenty of time to go wrong.
Yeah.
Next question. This is right up your street, Ben. I'm so glad you're reading this next one out, Ben.
Oh, cool. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. In Amsterdam in 1984, Charlie Watts punched Mick Jagger in an incident that has since become legendary. According to Keith Richards in his autobiography, Life, after being hit, Jagger fell back and landed on what? Was it a young woman, a birthday cake, a large camembert cheese, or a plate of smoked salmon?
I know the story, but I don't know that. Well, now that's a tricky one, isn't it? What was it? Salmon,
camembert,
camembert,
a birthday cake, or a young woman? And let's face it, if it was a young woman, he probably wouldn't have got back up.
I'm going with smoked salmon.
He's smoking us, Phil.
He's smoking his way through this one. He certainly is. Okay.
He's at 7 out of 7.
I don't know how you're doing at home, viewers, but if you've got 7 out of 7,
you're obviously Chris Harper.
Okay, Chris.
The salmon felt right there, so maybe it was somewhere in the back of the bone, you know.
Yeah.
It's claimed that he started to slide backwards out of a window and would have landed in a canal if someone hadn't grabbed him by the feet.
Lapels.
According to
Who grabbed him anyway? It wasn't Keith, was it?
I'm not sure. It may have been Keith. I can't remember, but.
Or was it the salmon?
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Still alive. Yeah.
So, question 8. Where did the Stones headline a free concert on the 5th of July 1969? It was the debut of Mick Taylor and became a tribute to Brian Jones, who died just 2 days before. Was it in Finsbury Park, Hyde Park, Nebworth Park, or Crystal Palace?
It was Hyde Park. And as you say, Mick Taylor's debut. I'm a big Mick Taylor fan, so yeah, man.
We have got nowhere to hide, have we?
This is it's one of the reasons why I play an SG, you know.
Oh, I can play the guitar.
Yeah. I mean, singer out of the Big Sugars, his dad hitchhiked to that back in '69 when he was about 16. So yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and made it in time. So yeah, it went well, you know.
Do you know what, Phil? I'm beginning to think we should have really gone for the Stones electronic era.
We should have done, really.
Yeah. So
You never know.
8 out of 8.
Dirty work production notes.
Yeah. So anyway, right. Question 9. Which of these songs was the band's last UK #1 single? Was it Jumpin' Jack Flash, Honky Tonk Woman, Brune Sugar, or Angie?
Is this UK #1, did you say?
It's the last UK #1 single. Which one was the last UK #1 single?
I think it's Honky Tonk Women.
He's tonking us, and he Phil. He is smashing us out the park.
Could get him on number 10, though, Ben. Could get him on number 10.
Could get him on number 10. The only person I know who'd get 9 out of 9 is if you asked Phil on what Madonna's been up to today, because he's a stalker. I love Madonna.
Right, shall we go with...
Yes.
Madonna and Tea Room Jazz, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever collaborated with the Stones, so she's not going to come up on this. But, Chris, number 10. Which of these tracks from Exile on Main Street is a Jagger and Richards original and not a classic blues cover? So which is the Stones original of these three? Is it Shake Your Hips, also known as Hip Shake? Is it Ventilator Blues or Stop Breaking Down?
It is Ventilator Blues.
It is.
Which is also Mick Taylor gets the credit on that one for a rare occasion as well.
Oh, I've got to brush up on my Stones. It's like a walking Wikipedia. Right.
It'll go wrong, don't worry.
You said that 10 questions ago. Right, let's try and get him with this one, shall we, Phil? Bear in mind, Phil, if he gets 30 out of 30, you've got to run naked down the streets. Yeah.
I don't remember signing up for that. I'm sure that was you that was in the contract. I'm sure it said your name on there, but
no. Tipexed it and signed it with your name. So anyway, let's get on to question 11. At the filming of Rock and Roll Circus in 1968, a one-off supergroup led by Jean Lennon, famous French singer, performed the song Your Blues. Which member of the Stones took part in this performance? Was it Barry, Ronald, Jeff, or Timmy? Keith, Charlie, Bill, or Brian?
Keith on bass. The Dirty Mac.
And so far, with the Dirty Mac knowledge, you've still got a clean sheet.
Yeah, there we go. So what's that?
11 out of 11.
Okay, number 12, Chris. Who directed the filming of the Rock and Roll Circus after suggesting the concept to Mick Jagger? And he also directed the promo films for Jumpin' Jack Flash and Child of the Moon. Was it Michael Lindsay Hogg, Nicholas Roeg, or Albert Finney?
I think it's Nicholas Roeg.
Phil.
Ben.
You've done him.
Oh, no! Michael Lindsay Hogg, is it?
It is Michael Lindsay Hogg.
12 questions in. 12 questions in, and we are on the comeback, Phil.
Here we go. Well done, chaps.
11 out of 12 is a lot better than we did on our expert quizzes, Ben, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that was good. All right, yeah.
Is it my question next?
It's yours, 13.
Noel Edmonds once said... This is very close. Should be very close to your heart because obviously you're in the band The Big Sugars.
Yes.
And this is The Brown Sugar. The Brown Sugar single had 2 tracks on the B-side. The first was Bitch from the Sticky Fingers album, which The Guardian rated as the best Stones album. The second was a live version of which Chuck Berry song? Was it Nadine, You Never Can Tell, or Let It Rock?
Let It Rock.
Yeah, that's
recorded live in Leeds University, I think.
I like the fact that Philly knows the answer to the question and the background behind the answer to the question.
Yeah, I was thinking I could have made it harder by asking where it was recorded, but it still wouldn't have worked.
No. So only one incorrect so far.
Yeah. Kicking myself for that one, you know.
To be fair, if you get the next 4 or 5 correct, there is 0 jeopardy in the rest of this quiz for you. You will not be joining the Cause on their latest tour. Instead, me and Phil will be joining the Cause as the bass player and drummer.
Nice. And running through Hyde Park, yeah?
Yeah, well, Phil's doing that.
So, for question 14. Which song on the Black and Blue album features lead vocals by both Mick and Keith? Is it Memory Motel, Hand of Fate, Hey Negrita, or Melody? They both sing a bit of the lead vocal on this song.
Do they?
So,
harmony or separate?
They both separate. They both sing passages as lead vocalist on this song. It's kind of a.
Look at the smugness in Phil's face.
Do you want to I'll run through them again. Is it Memory Motel, Hand of Fate, Hey Negrita, or Melody?
I think it's Memory Motel.
Oh, that smugness from your face, Philster.
You think correctly. It is indeed Memory
Motel.
I
can hear him shouting in Hey Negrita as well, but yeah, I suppose that's not really a solo part, is it?
No. You could have said that and argued it, and we might have had it was Memory Motel. It's
a good track, Hey Negrita, actually.
I thought you'd had him there, Philster, if I'm honest, but obviously not.
Have you seen the video for that with Mick Jagger wearing some green sequins dancing around with a fan?
Yes.
I have come to a conclusion from watching a lot of Stones videos recently that Mick Jagger is not good in music videos. That one where he's running down the street and people are running with him. That's awful.
Yeah, I was watching that one last week on the way back from Wales, I think.
Yeah, that's absolutely awful. Dancing is it Dancing in the Street with Bowie? Is it?
Yeah.
That's awful.
That's pretty bad, yeah.
That's proper. That's really, really bad.
Well, I don't think Bowie comes off that much better either, but you know.
No, he doesn't. No.
The 70s Stones videos are good though because they're quite fun, aren't they? They're just sort of messing about when they made them. It was there's nothing pretentious about them. It was just a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, it's definitely tongue in cheek. Yeah.
I must admit, I do like him in some of the later videos, like was it from his solo album when he did. I can't remember it now, but there's one where it's like literally God gave me everything I want. That one, and he's got like the camera. It's literally on his face the whole way through the video.
Yeah, and he's using a bit more of his acting chops, you know.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that was a good video. So maybe I'll take it back. These rubbish in all music videos.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, on to question 15.
Oh, the halfway point then.
We're at the halfway point. Which record label did the band sign with in 1983? Was it Columbia CBS, Warner Bros, EMI, or Virgin? Or for those of us who use uppercase, EMI.
Pardon me for deafening everybody. It was A, I believe.
Columbia / CBS.
Yes, I believe so.
Let me just check that one in my drawer of answers. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. They got all that money, a big advance, and then came up with Dirty Work. That was the first one.
That's probably why they came up with Dirty Work. So, it's still on what? Is it still 14-1? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, one incorrect answer. Michael Lindsay Hogg. Yeah.
I'm going to have to listen to Dirty Work. I do like One Hit to the Body.
Yeah, our drummer loves it.
I'm going to have to listen to the whole album again.
And my missus loves it.
Oh,
Jimmy,
okay. Enough of your filth talk on this podcast.
It's not one of my favourites.
So, which of these Stones solo albums was released first? Was it Mick Jagger, She's the Boss, Keith Richards, Talk is Cheap, or Bill Wyman, Stone Alone? Which of those came out first?
What was the Keith one?
Talk is Cheap.
So the three are Mick, She's the Boss, Keith, Talk is Cheap, or Bill Wyman, Stone Alone.
I think it's Keith. Talk is Cheap.
Phil.
Ben.
Phil.
Ben.
Comeback is on. Comeback is on. 14-2. Come on. It was Bill Wyman, Stone Alone.
Was it?
Yeah. I've got Bill Wyman. Is it Monkey Business?
Monkey Grip.
Monkey Grip. The album cover is worrying, to say the least. But yeah, vocally, there's some people not born to be vocalists, and I have to say, Bill Wyman is one of those. Stick to the bass, Bill.
It was Stone Alone then.
I think it was in the 70s.
Oh, was it? Okay, I was thinking it might have been when he quit the Stones in '92.
Yeah,
I know he did Monkey Grip in the '70s, but yeah.
You've obviously seen the album cover to Monkey Grip, haven't you?
Yeah, back in the day.
Awful. It's awful.
Yeah, my mate's dad's got it on vinyl.
Yeah, I have as well. I can see the spine of it up there. Yes,
me and Phil will wait 10 minutes and you can.
I can go and find it. It's in alphabetical order, my son.
There you go. All right.
I can find it straight away. Do you want me to go and get it?
Come
on then. Yes, here we go. Look, you can see my background behind me.
Okay,
here we go.
good.
He says it's in alphabetical order. How do you spell Bill?
In the meantime, we'll look at when Stone Alone came out.
Yeah, let's have a look. His cheap was what, 89?
It was actually Bill Wyman's. It was the first of those three to come out, but it was actually the second solo album by Bill Wyman.
Oh right, okay.
And it came out in '76.
Wow. Is that just after Monkey Grip then?
Yeah, Monkey Grip was '74.
Right.
This is. Yeah, I've let you all down. I thought it was going to be there. It's not there. It should be in alphabetical order, but it's not. So I do apologise, but just take my word for it. It's a god awful album. I'm back. I'm sure it's in there. I'm sure I put it up there. I might. I got it out, didn't I? When me and you, Philster, did our when I did my the albums I bought while I was off. So it's actually next to me, and I'm not digging through it because it will take forever. Anyway, which question were we up to? We're up to question 17.
Right.
It's 15-2. It's question 17. 15-2. It can't be 15-2 on question 17.
It's 14.
14-2.
14 points so far.
I've only got GCSE maths, so... 3 guest guitarists appeared on the Black and Blue album while auditioning to replace Mick Taylor. Which of these guitarists auditioned but did not appear on the album? Was it Wayne Perkins, Ronnie Wood, Peter Frampton, Celine Dion, Harvey Mandel, or Michael Bolton?
Wayne Perkins.
Phil.
Ben.
Come back here solidly on.
Oh, no!
It's 14-3. It was Celine Dion. Did you not know this?
Of course it was.
Yeah, before Think Twice and the Titanic theme, she was actually in the Rolling Stones for...
Slide guitar.
Yeah. So she actually came up with the working title of Dirty Work. So
on Memory Motel. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It was actually Peter Frampton.
Was it? Right.
Yeah. Because
Wayne Perkins is actually on the album, is he?
He is on the album.
Yeah.
Right, I know Harvey Mandel is and Ronnie, obviously, but yeah.
Because everybody's got Frampton live. So,
Yeah.
there we go, Phil. 14-3.
Oh, here we go. I told you it'd fall apart.
Yeah, at the seams.
Okay. Oh,
Here
we're
we
still
go.
on guitarists. Okay. December 1970. Olympic Studios in London, during a birthday party for Keith Richards and Bobby Keys, the Stones recorded an alternate version of Brown Sugar. It was bootlegged and eventually released on the Sticky Fingers Deluxe in 2015. And it features which guitar legend? Is it Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, or George Harrison, who played on that alternate version of Brown Sugar? Was it Clapton, Page, Beck, or Harrison?
It was Old Slowhand. Clapton. Yeah, playing slide guitar.
He's up to 15, Ben.
15, oh no.
Only 3 more required to be completely safe from humiliation.
But you've done well, to be honest. You've got me on a couple there, you know.
Phil, I really, really don't want to be in the cause.
Yeah, well, hold on. What was the score for me to get out of it?
29.
18.
18, yeah. We should have
18, all right.
He foiled me, Phil, by saying, "Oh, I'm not sure. No, I've got to brush up on my knowledge." Literally hooked us, hook, line, and sinker, and now we're going on tour with the Cause. So, well, he says that. I've just read the next question. This could be quite different. How many Rolling Stones albums are credited as being produced by Jimmy Miller? Is it 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1038?
I should interject that this is studio albums.
5.
Do you know what they are, Chris? There's no bonus whatsoever for the game.
Beggar's Banquet, Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers, Exile on Main Street, Goat Sue.
It's absolutely bang on.
Oh, I love Jimmy Miller. He was the Stones' George Martin, really, man. And here's Bill, looking a little bit like my auntie there.
Is that the monkey? Is that Monkey Grip? That is
Nice.
really...
Yes, that was the one that my mate Will's dad has that on vinyl. Yeah.
That must have looked bad in the 70s.
There's so much going on with it. I mean,
is that the one with Je suis une rockstar on it, or is that a different album?
No,
I think that was later, wasn't it? Was
Is
that in
that
the
later?
80s?
Yeah, right,
I mean, there's so much going on here. I don't know if you can see, but the shirt open thing, I don't quite. The hair. I mean,
Could you think that was nearly 10 years before Mick Jagger's solo album, He was the first by a long way to do a solo album. You'd think the others might have been a bit narked off he was doing a solo album, but then maybe when he showed them the cover, they thought, "Oh yeah, we'll let you. Well, you can go release that." Yeah.
To be fair, because if you're going for the flamboyant open shirt, you want to be like, but he's got the flamboyancy of the open shirt, miserable, and then, like you say, your Auntie Kath's haircut.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't got a box of PG tips with him. I think, wasn't that what he moaned about when he lived in France for the Exile sessions, was he couldn't get PG tips? So that's, his expression suits him, I think.
I'm not going to self-judge the 70s, but they obviously cancelled the... This is far worse than the Sticky Fingers album with the flies.
Oh, the Zip is amazing, man. But
that got banned, and this was allowed. Children walked past Woolworths and saw this. This should not have been allowed. If you don't want your house to be burgled, put this in the window. That's why the 70s were a safer time, because people just had this.
Why would it?
You couldn't see Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols, but you could see that.
You could see, yeah.
Yeah. You could literally,
Going back to Jimmy Miller for 1 second, by the way, he also produced "Moving On Up" by Primal Scream, the opening track on Screamadelica.
He did, didn't he? He did.
Yeah.
And didn't he do another song on that album as well?
He did. He did the opening track on side 2 as well. I think the Dylan-y sounding. I can't think what it's called now. The acoustic
sort
one.
Of bluesy, acousticy. Bit Beggars Banquet type.
Yeah, that's the one. Very Beggars Banquet.
And you've played with Primal Scream, haven't you, Chris?
I have
been
indeed.
on the same
yes.
set.
A Bigfoot festival, man, a couple of years ago, yeah.
I do remember that, yeah. With
They didn't watch, but their manager or their roadie did, and he loved it. Fair play to him, so he stuck around.
Was that with the Big Sugars or one of the many other bands?
Yeah, that was with the Sugars. Yeah, nice big stage, yeah, man.
Yeah.
We were pretty good there. We were all right.
Somewhere. I'll dig out the Sugars album at the end. We're
in alphabetical order.
No, not these ones. But I'll ask you about your upcoming gigs and that. I'll find the album. We'll put the album on that. That's all to come.
That'll be brief. I mean, we've done it. We've got money.
Then again, me and Phil will probably have to get off in about half an hour to get our flights to meet up with the Cause.
Of course. But let's see.
Yeah. But yes, so we're up to 19. You've got 3 wrong, so my math says it's 16-3. Is that right, Phil?
It's on 16. So, number 20.
I'll let Phil answer the next question while I dig out your album to plug.
Okay. Nice.
So, Chris, Have You Seen Your Mother Baby Standing in the Shadow was released as a single in the UK in September of 1966. But which track appeared as the B-side? Was it Child of the Moon, Who's Driving Your Plane, Dandelion?
Who's driving your plane?
I've no idea who's driving mine, but that is the one.
Please tell me he's got it wrong, Phil.
He's got it right. He's got it bang on. He knows his bluesy B-sides.
Oh, I told you we should have gone for the funk soul fusion era.
We should have done.
Is that coming in the final third though? This is what.
This is where me and Phil make our comeback. So, which question were we up to? Was it?
It's 21 now.
We're up to 21. Here we go then.
21.
Which album track started life as a short guitar demo called Japanese Thing? Was it Can You Hear the Music, Fingerprint File, or Moonlight Mile? I'll tell you what, I'll give you some thinking.
Yeah, that's right. Started as what? Japanese Thing?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Chris, I'm sure you can get the answer.
Bill, you're doing it to me, baby. I think it's Can You Hear the Music?
Phil.
Ben.
Guess what?
What?
He got it wrong, Phil.
It's Moonlight Mile, isn't it?
It's Moonlight Mile, yeah.
Bollocks!
I think it's the intro. It's the intro bit of Moonlight Mile, isn't it? It's that guitar bit that's a bit Japanese.
He's got it wrong.
Taylor Jagger, that one, I think. Yeah, man.
Yes. So there we go.
Credit.
So
But don't worry, because we've got one from the 90s dance era.
Yeah, dance era. Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't even get Moonlight Mile.
This is all to do when they co-wrote an album, didn't they? They co-produced an album with the Venga Boys.
It was around that time. Although I think wasn't the Dust Brothers were some production work on this album. They'd worked with Beck, hadn't they? And then Mick Jagger hired them because he wanted to be cool. Okay, so which of these tracks from Bridges to Babylon features a lead vocal by Mick? Because the other three I'm going to name are sung by Keith. So which of these is sung by Mick? Is it Thief in the Night, You Don't Have to Mean It, Gunface, or How Can I Stop? So is it Thief in the Night, You Don't Have to Mean It, Gunface, or How Can I Stop?
What was it? Which one is sung by Jagger?
Yep.
A Gunface.
You don't have to put a gun in my face. I love that track.
It's quite a good track.
I'm going to put a gun to my head, I tell you, if you keep getting these right.
He's got it right again.
So wait there, that's 22. He's got 3 right, hasn't he?
That must be the most. That must be the most Keith lead vocals on any album, mustn't it? 3.
I think so. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
It's got to be. I would have thought.
Normally 2 is as much as they let go in it.
Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Hello. Yeah. No, I can't make it. No, I've got to go on tour with the Cause. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going. Phil's questions. Yeah, I'm on tour. Yeah, we're going this evening. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Cheers, Macca. Bye. Sorry, just Paul McCartney. Just ringing up, seeing if we've done the quiz yet. He wanted me to go round for a cup of tea, but obviously can't now. Thanks, Phil.
Oh, with it.
So, yeah. So anyway, question number 20. Yeah, question 23. No jeopardy whatsoever. Which of these girls appeared first in the Stones' original UK discography? Was it Backstreet Girl, Factory Girl, or Stupid Girl? So which of these girls appeared first in the Stones' original discography? Backstreet Girl, Factory Girl, or Stupid Girl?
Can I say I think that's my favourite question of the whole thing, because it's just like it was just like a moment of creativity.
Was that your yesterday moment?
It was my yesterday moment. It was my day in the life moment. It was the high point of my creative life.
Yeah. Oh, on the Phil and Ben anthology that they're doing 30 years time, they'll focus a whole episode on that question.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to focus 2 episodes on the Noel Edmonds, Frank Sinatra one, but they will.
That takes some beating, you know. But Stupid Girl.
Well, when did Backstreet Girl first appear, Chris?
Between the Buttons, 67.
Yeah, Factory Girl.
Beggar's Banquet, 68.
And the Stupid Girl.
Aftermath, 66.
He's absolutely banging. See, I could have made it harder, but he still have got it anyway.
Bill Wyman's Bill's back.
Sorry, Bill, but we have let you down, my friend. We have let you down. I'll tell you what. While we're here, I have my little helper over here. I'm going to ask him a question. It's my son Noah. Noah, is that scary?
Yes.
Very scary.
Kind of man you see behind school buildings.
That is the kind of man you see behind school buildings, as it's right. There we go. Allegedly see behind school buildings. You know what I'm saying. So, question 24, Phil.
I don't think we're going to floor him with this one, Ben. But let's give it a go. Which 2 members of a British band sang uncredited backing vocals on the 1967 single "We Love You"?
Don't give him the multiple choice. Let's just try and peel this back. I know this is going to be your day in the life moment
but
again.
The multiple choice could be, that could confuse the issue. You know, Chris might have an idea in his head. We might give them multiple choice, and he might start doubting his idea.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is, if you give him multiple choice, he's got a 25% chance of getting it right. If you give him no answers, he's got big chance of getting it wrong.
He's still got a 90% chance of getting it right, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, go on.
so was it Ray and Dave Davis? Was it John Lennon and Paul McCartney? Was
Who
it
were they?
Roger Daltrey and Pete Townsend? Or Eric Clapton and Jack Bruce?
It was John and Paul.
It was indeed.
Is it Townsend or is it Townshend? Is it a silent H? Is it a shend?
I don't
Townshend?
know. I've always called him Townsend, but
I was calling Townsend, but I don't know. Yeah, good question, man. One I don't know the answer to, you know.
Yeah,
I've
Pete,
always thought it was a
if you're watching, and I know you do, please write in to PO Box.
Yeah, come on, Pete.
Yeah, come on. We need to know. Is it shend or is it send?
So that's 20, isn't it? I think. Was it 20?
Yeah, 20. Yeah. So we're up to question 25, and
Wow.
yeah,
It's flying.
it is indeed. It is indeed. Like my receding hairline is flying backwards.
So do you reckon you got some killers here to catch me in the final furlong?
I'm just having a look through. There better be, because
Phil's looking confident there, I have
Well,
to
yeah.
say. All of
I
his
don't think so.
Phil quite likes the cause, so he's quite happy to go on tour with them. And I've seen a video. Phil is not that thingy from. He's not that put off about getting naked. So outdoors, was it your
Of
COVID
course.
video? Was it COVID?
As long as the brother drummer's not involved, I don't mind doing that with the kids. But,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so 25.
Question 25. Was it COVID you got naked for something? Remember that video?
No, it was the when everyone had buckets of cold ice water
Oh, the ice challenge.
tipped over them. Yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did it. Yeah, but you did it naked, Phil.
I did have a fig leaf.
Oh yeah. A
Fig
big fig leaf as well. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
it was-
Anyway, back to other matters. Question 25. The 9-minute live version of Midnight Rambler, which appeared on the Get Your Ya-Ya's Out live album and was also used on the Hot Rocks compilation, was recorded where? Was it Madison Square Garden, New York, Royal Albert Hall, or Dave Smith's house down Albert Street, number 53, in his living room? On a Wednesday, cold Wednesday, in York. He just got back from the local supermarket, and the Stones were just then. He's like, "Oh, come in, just record. You can do it in there." And he's like, "Yeah, go on then." And that's where it happened. That's where the magic happened. It's that one. Go for that one, Chris. Go for that one.
Is this my trick question? Your day in the life moment? Is this?
I made it believable, didn't I?
Yeah. Madison Square Garden.
It was Dave's house.
Oh, damn it!
Damn it.
You gotta lose somewhere.
It was Madison Square Garden.
And that is the best version, I think.
I thought you were going to say it's the best venue there, and I was going to say
No.
I have been. I have been to Madison Square Garden.
You've been, haven't you?
I've been to Madison Square Garden. Yeah,
Yeah.
in 2000. In fact, it was 20 years ago last week that I was in Madison Square Garden to see Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Another correct answer. To be fair, this is getting boring. It's just everything's correct, Phil. Anyway, next question, 26, Phil. Come on, bat it out of the park. What's up?
Okay. Which of these singles, Chris, from the 80s? It's from the 80s, Ben. We've got a chance.
Yeah, you probably got me.
Yeah, country and western era.
Which of these got the highest on the UK charts? It was the last top 10 hit as well. So was it Undercover of the Night, Harlem Shuffle, Emotional Rescue, or Start Me Up? Which of those got the highest on the UK charts?
Oh,
So
highest.
Three of them didn't make the top 10.
No,
Sorry, I thought you were saying which was the latest. Which one
Oh.
charted highest?
Yeah.
Start Me Up.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
You would.
It was.
I
It was
was.
Start Me Up.
So you can say Undercover of the Night then.
Do you actually know which was the last of those to be released? Was it Start Me Up, Emotional Rescue, Harlem Shuffle, or Undercover of the Night?
Harlem Shuffle.
It was, because that was on your favourite album, don't
So,
you?
yeah, it's the only single off it, I think, wasn't it? Oh no, one hit to the body was it? Or one shot?
Come on, Ben.
Here we go then, Benny boy.
Here we go. Which of these tracks?
Man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No,
Very nice, very nice. Is that aloe vera?
No, that's a for Alan Titchmarsh. That's a mother-in-law's tongue, and I've got a money plant over here. So
Cool.
yeah. Question.
Yeah.
Which? No, wrong one. No, yes, no. It was the right one. No, yes. Here we go. Which of these tracks was included as a new song on the 40 Licks compilation album in 2002? Was it Highwire, Don't Stop, Living in a Ghost Town, Doom and Gloom, or Your Mother's Got a Wooden Leg Called Barry?
Well, much though I wish it was the latter for its Frank Zappa-esque vibe.
Doom and Gloom was a great single. Great single, Doom and Gloom.
Classic.
Yeah.
Don't Stop.
I wish he would stop getting the questions right.
It was Don't Stop.
It's actually Jess's my wife's favourite Stones track or one of, I think. Isn't it, darling?
Yeah.
Yes, she says.
Phil, I'm beginning to doubt your research here.
It's a pretty exacting quiz, but he is a Stones diehard, Ben.
It's true. Yeah, I'm doing better than I thought I would, to be honest.
Yeah, you're doing better than I hoped you would. So, but
Three to go. Here's number 28.
Here we go.
On the Martin Scorsese directed concert film Shine a Light from 2008, which female pop star performs Live With Me as a duet with Mick Jagger? Is it Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Katy Perry, or Lady Gaga?
Well, Ben's twitching. He's turned into Groucho Marx.
yeah.
I think on that occasion it's Christina Aguilera, but I'm not sure.
Try saying that when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Would you have known it, Ben?
Because obviously Lady Gaga sang with them on this album, and I know it wouldn't have been Britney Spears because she wasn't very active in 2008. I don't think the Stones are going to go and pick Katy Perry, so yeah, I would have gone for the Aggers, as she likes to be called. So, she lives 2 doors down from me. So
Aggers?
Yeah. We're at Bridge Club together. So Tuesday night,
nice.
9 o'clock. You'll see us there.
Yeah, excellent.
24.
24 out of 28.
Woo!
No, yeah,
2 to go.
2 to go.
2 to go.
Right, Phil, so I've just seen the last question. Softball. That's what I'm saying.
Do you want to go make up a harder one?
No.
I can't think of one that I could make up that is going to floor this gentleman.
Well, do you know what? I have got somewhere behind me Bridges to Babylon Live, and I could get that, and I could ask a random question off the back of that. If I find it, let's have a look. Here's in alphabetical order, but it could be on any one of these shows. I'll tell you what. I'll find it when you ask the last question, and then we can be a gambling all or nothing. I think I've actually put it down with all the other Rolling Stones albums down there, but we might leave that to another time.
Okay.
Right. In the art of professionalism, Miss You, 'cause I do, is the opening track on side 1 of the Some Girls LP. But what is the second track? Is it Respectable, Lies, When the Whip Comes Down, or Before They Make Me Run.
When the Whip Comes Down.
You are not on questions anymore, young Philip.
It did make me think a sec, because that and Lies are very similar, but yeah, I'm thinking... I had to remember back to listening to the album there. I've got it on vinyl somewhere. It was a Craven's favourite.
It is correct. It is correct. I am trying to find this Rolling
Good
Stones
tune.
album, but I've got a feeling it's not behind me. So... Going on my alphabeticalisation of my albums, it seems I have no idea what the alphabet is, so it is somewhere around. But anyway, yeah. Last question, Phil. Last question.
Oh, here we go.
I was going to say, do you want to bet all of your answers on this last one? But as I've read it, I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
What do you say, Bill? Yeah, I am going topless after this. Yeah.
I think you should do the Bill Wyman look for this last question.
I could do, but trust me, we haven't got many subscribers. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose any more. To be fair,
We can't afford it. Okay. Who is credited as the producer of the 2023 Stones album Hackney Diamonds? Is it Don Was, Brendan O'Brien, or Andrew Watt?
Andrew Watt.
Do you know what, Ben?
I'm not talking to you.
26 out of 30.
I think that's a round of applause for Mr. Harper.
I think that is.
I think he is.
Man, that was some good questions to catch me out there, chaps. So, fair play to that.
I think you've shown us up for being Quizmaster Shambletons, to be fair.
That is a mark of 86.666%.
Yeah.
That's better than I've done in most tests all my life.
That's very good, yes. Very well. Maybe if GCSEs were based on the things that people are interested in, like
I would have done all right.
and sport, then we'd all be. This country would not be in the gutter. That's what I'm going to say. No, well done, Christopher. And obviously, you're in many bands.
Yes.
And you have some gigs coming up, don't you?
We do.
Whereabouts are you playing in the near future?
So on the 17th of November at the Tin Music and Art Space at Coventry Canal Basin, that is the library music and soundtrack band that I'm in. The Harmonic Exchange, playing 60s, 70s, 80s film and TV themes there. And, if you guys fancy coming down, I know Childminding's a thing.
Phil comes from an era when there was no TV. So.
Well, we can educate him.
Yeah.
Remember Grange Hill? Anyway,
Yeah.
So, and then a week later, on the Saturday, 25th of November, at the Irish Bar in Leamington, the Big Sugars are playing down there with Satsangi and Trojan Pony for a night of psychedelic noise. So yeah, that should be good.
This is the Big Sugars album.
Anyone who fancies a bit of that?
Yeah, very good album. Is it still available to buy? Is it still available to purchase?
It is still available to buy, and it's on all good streaming sites and all that.
Check out the Big Sugars, and you're on YouTube as well. Obviously,
Yeah. Some nice vids on YouTube, and some nice old Volivons on the album cover there. So
there are, and I've obviously got a very rare one because I've got it signed, and then you can tell which one Chris is because he's only got one pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, it's matching glasses. There you go.
Yeah. Luscious hair and lovely sunglasses. So, there we go.
Splendid chaps.
That was very well
just
done.
to quickly run by again, what were the four that I got wrong?
Oh, here we go. We can go off and revolve.
I see we're coming up to an hour, so I'll make it brief. Nicholas Rogue in the video.
Yeah, that was definitely one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was the first one, I think.
What else did you... That was because you got into about 14 of them before that came up, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got Memory Motel, you got Columbia, signing with Columbia. You didn't get the Stone Alone. because you.
Bill. And then I buggered up Moonlight Mile as well.
Moonlight Mile, yeah, that was the last one.
That's the one I'm unhappy.
No, he got Moonlight Mile. You've got
no, he got that one wrong.
Music.
Yeah, you got that one wrong.
Yes, sorry for the Japanese thing.
Yeah, you tricked me on that. It was
yeah.
And
sneaky.
So that was it. Well, Chris, well done. You have set the bar very high for our future quiz contestants.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing who's up next.
Whoever comes on next, they're going to do well to knock you off that leaderboard. But you are top of the leaderboard at the moment.
Right. Yeah. Fantastic. Right, well,
good hair. He's got good hair, good sunglasses. He can play guitar. He can sing. He's got lovely teeth, and he's got great poster behind him. And he's top
which you
of the
also
leaderboard.
own, so you're all right. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend, then, gentlemen.
I'm not bitter. Have a lovely weekend, sir. I will obviously see you on Monday.
Yes, Tuesday. I've got Monday off.
Oh, you have, yes. Yeah, enjoy
I'm
your
watching
day off.
Doctor No at the Belgrade with the cream tea for Jess's birthday. Anyway, I digress.
Happy birthday, Jess. Take care. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Cheers, bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.